Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Nick Wavy, and I'm back with a new video. Now, throughout my 22 years of life, I've dealt with and spoken to girls. And one thing I've realized when it comes to females is that talking to girls is like taking a dump and not wiping afterwards. It just doesn't make sense. When you're arguing with a female, no matter what the argument is about, just know that even if you're right, you're still wrong. Firstly, if a woman argues with you, she cares. So that's a good thing about arguing with a female, that if she argues with you, she cares. So that's good. But just know, no matter what the argument is about, even if you're right, you're still wrong at the end of the day. You could state nothing but facts to a female, but if she has her mind set on whatever you're talking about, you're in the wrong. When it comes to arguing with a female, what you want to do is don't use this if it can't work for you. Sometimes this works for me, and I don't want to really let out the secret of what I do. You want to suppress the argument with a female as fast as possible. So what you want to do to prevent yourself from arguing with a woman is to kind of say something stupid. Not too stupid, but something kind of stupid. Let's say, for example, if your girl says, "I hate it when you go to the mall. You should stop." Then you should just say, "Why though? Why the mall? Why the mall?" And then she's gonna give you her description of why she doesn't like you going to the mall. Be like, "How am I supposed to go shopping though?" And she says, whatever. Make sure when you ask the questions that you kind of don't retaliate to what she says. Say she says something, and in your head you can have a comeback. You have a rebuttal for it. Don't say it, because when you say it, you're just gonna flare up her temper, then she's gonna want to say something back, and the longer you argue with a female, the more trouble you're gonna get yourself in. When a woman is in argue mode, her mind state is, "I'm right." Oh, you can find a girl that will accept when she's wrong. Most girls will accept when they're wrong, but then again, remember this, even if they're wrong, they're still right, because their mind is set on being right. When it comes to this situation, a girl will sit down on her phone and get serious, and get real serious. You know, as a guy, we most likely will not do that. In an argument, most of the time, a female would care more about what the topic of the argument is about than the male. So if she's focused texting you whatever she's texting, and you're most likely sending kind of half-assed responses because you're trying to avoid the argument, just fall back. Just fall back as soon as possible. You don't want to continue arguing with a female. The longer you continue arguing, the more trouble you're gonna get in. So that's what I've learned in my 22 years of life about women. So when you argue with them, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Take my word, just don't do it. Save yourself the stress, the phone battery. And I'm not saying not to discuss your problems with your woman, but don't do it over text. You gotta make sure that you do that in person, so you can say whatever you need to say, and you can kind of control the situation that you're in. Well, that's all I have to say for this video, is that even when you're right with a woman, you're still wrong. It's your boy Nick Wavy. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all post a comment if you can agree, if you feel what I'm saying. Make sure you post a comment if you disagree with what I'm saying. But I feel that everybody should agree, because even women think that most of the time a man is wrong. It's just how it is.